Well, good morning everyone, welcome to another video. Now this is very much unplanned. When I woke up this morning I had no idea I was going to make a YouTube video, but on a whim I decided that there could possibly be some ice abstracts to photograph today. Let me explain. So over the course of the last week or so we've had this roller coaster ride of temperatures in Minnesota, where one day it's like warm, well, relatively warm, 40 degrees, 45, and then the next day it doesn't get above freezing, like yesterday. We had this cycle for the last few days. So I remember watching a video by a really great photographer called Ben Horn. I remember him saying that in order to get the really cool patterns in the ice, you need that sort of cycle of freezing and refreezing, and that creates some interesting abstracts. So I thought, well, there's a creek just across the street, you know, down the hill. Let's go and see what we can find. I know there's some pools of water, because I've seen them before, that I'm sure are probably frozen right now, because it's only 27 degrees. So why don't you come along with me and we'll see if we can find ourselves some ice abstracts. I'll try and find a Ben Horn video where he masterfully uses the ice in cyan to create some really compelling images. I'll put a link up above me if I can find the video I'm thinking about. He's done a few. So let's keep marching on here and see if we can see what we find. So let me just show you the creek that we're walking along here. You can see it's dry as a bone because we're in the middle of a drought here in Minnesota. We've had basically nothing in November, a few flurries of snow, but not much precipitation. But I know further down here there's some pools that I'm sure still have some water in them. So I don't profess to be any expert in ice abstracts at all, but I think from what I've seen and heard, I think it's really about finding a nice composition. You know, I can execute the shot once I find that, but whether we find a nice composition is another matter. But that's what I'm probably going to, when I'm on scene, that's probably what I'm going to be spending most of my time is looking around and trying to find something that looks quite compelling, and something that is sort of unique, because these pools that I'm hoping we'll see are pretty ephemeral. They only look like this today. Tomorrow they look completely different. So that's the plan. That's the plan. We'll try and keep it nice and simple. Well, how about that? I might have got lucky. There's a pool down here that has some of the ice abstracts that I kind of had in my mind. So let me show you what I've just seen. So you can see down there, I'm going to make my way down this bank here, and I can see with the naked eye there's some patterns and rings made by the freezing, the thawing, and then the refreezing of the water. So let's go down and take a look. So there's some really cool lines in the ice there. I'm wondering if there's going to be a photograph here. I'm certainly going to try. I'm not going to move any leaves. I'm not going to add anything to the scene. It's just exactly how it is. So we'll see if we can find a composition amongst these beautiful rings. I've got to be careful not to fall in, but that just looks really good. There might be something right there. So you can see how dry the creek bed is, as I mentioned earlier. Just gonna do a quick scout around a corner and just see if there's anything else, but this particular location looks like it has some potential. No, I don't see anything further up by the bridge, so I'm going to head back and try and make something out of that first pool of ice that we saw. So this is not as easy as it looks. I've set my tripod up there, and you cannot get too close to even just the edge of the ice, because you can hear it cracking and it's going to alter the scene in the middle of the composition over here. Just by standing next to the ice, not even on it, you can hear it cracking. So I've got to be really, really careful. But I got my tripod set up. You can see the legs are sprawled out there. I'm going to try and get vertical at least as much as I can. I don't know if that's going to be possible. And there's one leaf in particular I think is kind of interesting. I'll sort of zoom in and show you what I'm talking about. There's two leaves in the scene, potentially. There's that one there, and then there's another one which is half sticking out of the ice, which I like as well. I think maybe if I can put those in the corner of the composition, and they're sort of connected by the line, which I like. So maybe even if I drop down a little bit and don't get quite vertical, this might work. We'll see. So I took a test shot. I think I can only get one leaf in the shot unless I go a little bit higher, but that's going to be too difficult, I think, because the legs are almost fully extended. So I was trying to shoot this first leaf right there. Where is it? Right there. And put that maybe in the bottom right hand corner a little more than it is there. So I've got an idea that might be a composition, maybe. I'm kind of struggling to find much else, to be honest, without the fear of damaging the ice. See the little white thing right there? I just kicked that onto the ice just now, so I'm going to try and get rid of that. I feel that's okay. That wasn't there when I arrived. And there's potentially one on the other side of the pool as well. So I'm going to faff around here for a while and see what I can come up with. But this is exactly what I had in mind this morning. Amazing. So glad I came out, at least to practice, if nothing else. You can see my settings on the back of the camera there. I had a 2-second timer to avoid any camera shake. This was with that test shot I just took, but they're going to be similar kind of settings. F8, I got to F11 maybe. That's the sharpest point for this lens. I've got my 70 to 200 lens on. And I'm shooting at 70 mil. 1/30th of it. Okay, you can see I took a look around, handheld a couple of shots, didn't see anything I really liked. I came back to that original composition with the one leaf, and you can see my setup there. Thank goodness for the flip out screen. Gotta be really careful. Rub at my feet. You can't literally get any closer than that, or you start to hear the crunching of the ice. So I went to F11. The leaf is in the top right. That's the only place I could get it, because I wanted to get the lines without any unbroken line. Oops, excuse me. Stretch over. See the lines in the ice there? I wanted them to not be cut off by the frame. So I might crop it, we'll see. But the leaf is at one of the so-called power points in the rule of thirds, so that works. And we're gonna step in here. I'll try and take the photo. 2-second timer, and we'll see how that comes out. Wow. So happy I came out today. I haven't been feeling too great this morning. I had my COVID booster yesterday, and it's a little bit dark. So there we go, that's better. I've got a little bit of a headache, but I'm pretty excited to have had this idea this morning that there might be some kind of ice abstract, and at least I've got something, and it's all about coming out and practicing. So I think I'm pretty happy with that image, at least, you know, for a first try at ice abstracts. I think it's okay. I might have to adjust it a little bit in post, change the white balance a little bit perhaps, but that's the scene I came across, so I didn't alter it in any way, and I like that. I like the purity of that. So we'll pack up here and leave this little gem of a pool for maybe another photographer to find. Thank you so much for watching another video of mine. Really appreciate everyone's support of this small channel. If you like my content, please consider subscribing. It really helps the channel out quite a lot. And hit the like button, and I'll try and get out a little bit more regularly in the future. So have a great day everyone, and I'll see you on the next video real soon. Bye for now. Now with this image, I changed the white balance and made the image a bit colder. I increased the clarity, and I purposely left in some of the blemishes on the ice. I also rotated the image 180 degrees to have the leaf in the top right hand corner, and tried various crops and settled on this one. I really like how the lines lead you through the image, and it gives the image a little bit of depth. I really hope you like it.